Adams.
Thank you, Kat. Wait, Kat, you got to hit the breaking news sounder because EA is coming live from wherever he does that radio show he does with some hot news.
Yes. Hello, everybody. Yes, breaking news from the bFb thing. The Philadelphia Eagles have a new head coach.
Who?
The Philadelphia Eagles.
Yeah, what's the guy's name?
Sirianni.
Who?
Sirianni, I think. It's an Italian name, and I can't pronounce it really well.
So they hired an Italian guy to be the coach.
What's wrong with the Italian people?
Nothing. I'm saying so they hired an Italian guy, and all the coaches out there. They
all right.
This
So
guy.
yes, here's the thing. And Emmanuel Acho.
Yes.
He
him. His parents blessed our house in Cedar Hill.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, he's a Philadelphia Eagle star.
That's where he.
And of course, you can catch him his work
Speak
with
for Yourself.
Speak for Yourself. And what's the?
They
show?
got rid of that jackass.
What's the show he does about uncomfortable questions?
Yeah.
Yeah. So he comes out. He's a former Philadelphia Eagle, and he made the best point. I'm going to steal it right now.
As usual.
The Eagles instead of going around and actually searching for a head coach, fire Doug Peterson, right? Who won them a Super Bowl, right? Fire like, we don't want you anymore. And then they decided we're going to get our former head coach's offensive coordinator. That's how it worked. Because Frank Reich, who of course is the lead over there with the Colts, he had a big system there. Their offensive coordinator is now the new head coach of the Eagles, and I don't know what's going on with the Eagles. Why are they doing it? And Osho said it's basically because apparently the Eagles front office wants to control everything. And Doug Peterson did not want control. He wanted to do it himself.
They want Carson Wentz on the field. Doug Peterson's probably like, no, he's not good.
And the Eagles are becoming a laughingstock of an organization, and I'm here for it. As long as the Eagles keep doing bad. And I'm glad because guess who didn't get the job? Kellen Moore.
Kid should have took that job.
No, he
didn't
didn't
even like you here in Dallas.
Kellen Moore, offensive
don't stay
coordinator
here for Cowboys Nation
for 3 years. Everybody, don't worry.
And you see him; he's praising you for being here. The moment they lose, you're gonna be the first person he blames on the list, just like everybody.
Well,
else.
I mean, if you fuck up, then I will blame you. But
He gonna be calling for your job, just like everybody else.
If you fuck
Dez
up,
dropped 4 balls, and he wanted Dez Bryant go. Matter of fact, came here and said Sammy Watkins was a better wide receiver than Dez Bryant.
At the time, he was.
That's what you get. That's what you get when you represent.
Wait a minute, hold on.
When you face Cowboys Nation.
We really want to do this because Sammy Watkins won a Super Bowl.
Okay. But we're talking about overall player at the same time.
I know. Well, yeah, by that time, Desmond.
Super Bowls matter because you just told me that.
I'm just saying.
Tom Brady having more Super Bowls than Peyton Manning doesn't mean anything. Yeah, it doesn't. So we're going by Super Bowls now, right?
No.
Oh, okay.
But at the time, Sammy Watkins was a better wide receiver.
Okay. Where do we want to start at? What's ESPN's deal?
What do you mean?
Why are they taking a shot at the Dallas Cowboys to pump Tom Brady up? What's going on here?
Because the Dallas Cowboys are the #1 franchise in terms of fans and ratings and viewers.
Well, I don't know if you want to include the fans on that.
Well, I'm just saying they're
idiots.
If you put the Dallas Cowboys on anything, they're going to generate a lot of attention. So somebody at ESPN and their social media department decided to mess with
why do I feel like you had some type of inside thing to do with
this? I don't work. First of all, I never had worked for ESPN. We just had the name. Okay, we never technically were ESPN.
Posers.
Second of all, I don't work for that station anymore.
Well, you still can have connections.
Sad. I feel bad. I miss them. But I don't know who did that. But it was. I wouldn't have done that if I was a part of it. I wouldn't have done that. That was just mean.
I mean, I didn't understand what the Cowboys had to do with anything.
Well, let's explain it. They put out a little meme or a little, a little information thing that said Tom Brady years in the NFC, how many NFC Championship games he's played in. And it says 1, and it says the Dallas since 1997, and it said since the Dallas Cowboys also played 0 since 1997. And then they said how many years has Tom Brady been in the NFC? He goes 1. And then the Cowboys have been in the NFC since 1997, almost 27 years. So, yeah, it hurts that they're saying that Tom Brady is way more successful in 1 year than the Dallas Cowboys have ever been. But what are you gonna do?
I just think it was unfair. A guy like me whose quarterback plays for the Dallas Cowboys, it was a little off for them to be taking shots like that. Did you see Dak's response? Hold my crutches. Yeah, that
was funny.
Yeah, we got a problem.
See, I love Dak. That's what Dak does. He makes you laugh.
You don't love Dak.
I do.
You don't love Dak.
I do.
first chance.
Do I love Tony Romo more?
Yes. If they had an opportunity to bring Tony Romo back over Dak
not
Prescott,
anymore.
you take it in a
Romo's
heartbeat.
time is gone. It's done.
So you ready? Are you ready to bury number 9 Tony Romo right
I
now?
already have.
Good. Let's throw some dirt on it.
I mean, there's flowers now over the grave. Okay, he's done. I love him to death. He's a great broadcaster. By the way, College Football Hall of Famer Tony Romo for you. He's in the Hall of Fame now, so you got to respect him.
Who's all on that list?
A lot of people.
Okay. Next up, Deshaun Watson. What's going on?
This guy.
You know what, Trey Dillon, the show before, say something. Shout out to him. He brought up a good point. There's chaos in Houston right now. They got cheating scandal in baseball. They just lost James Harden in basketball. Now they about to lose Deshaun Watson in football. Do they have a hockey team?
I don't think so.
Well, good, because they probably in disarray too. Because I don't know what's going on down there in Houston.
Deshaun Watson, I understand his problem. I understand why he is kind of upset at the organization. He is their franchise quarterback, so yeah, should have input on where their next head coach should be. But that Texans organization, by the way, is just the worst run organization since their owner had died. I think his kids are running it now, and they don't know what to do with it. So. But what they're doing to Deshaun Watson is not fair. But when Deshaun Watson's coming out publicly saying, "I want to get out of here," and I don't like
I thought
this.
he actually said it.
Did he?
I didn't hear.
Well, maybe not publicly, but him
I
complaining.
saw him take a picture with the 49ers jersey on.
Maybe that's why. I mean, that's what making people upset. Deshaun Watson should not advocate for a trade.
Excuse me?
He shouldn't, because I'm sorry, but Deshaun Watson, in my opinion, hasn't done enough to warrant that.
Excuse me?
He hasn't. I mean, he's a good quarterback. I think he's just as good as Dak, but is he going to warrant that? Let him get his contract. You got a contract with him. He's doing all that. So why not? Why is he coming out here trying to take? Look at J.J. Watt. J.J. Watt's doing the same thing. He's arguably the face of their franchise, right?
Well, even Deshaun Watson has to take a back seat right now, because joining us in the studio right now is pickup time, ladies. You've seen him. You hear him all the time. Oh, I don't know if he has a chair over there.
He doesn't.
He doesn't. We'll get him one. And it's coming.
Let's go. We are now delivering your chair, Mr. Patrick.
While he's getting his chair, we need to make it known that he's 2014's first round draft pick for the show. He's excitable. He gets the crowd going wherever he's going. He's at Tovas10 on Twitter, where they talk God, sports, and porn. Not in that order. How you doing today, man? Like that Rangers hat, and is that a fish hook you got on there?
Oh yeah, why not?
For good luck.
First of all, how we doing, guys?
For good luck, right?
Sure. Just pretty much letting everybody know what I do.
Or are you letting people know that you're making a trip this weekend?
This weekend, no. This weekend
rain.
is a very important weekend in the game of football.
Go fish. Oh yes, very important weekend. Well, it's glad you bring it up because we are talking about football. This guy here, he's doing his usual, thinking that Deshaun Watson doesn't need to be trying to advocate for a trade right now.
And why would that be, sir?
Well, I mean, no, but here's the he can be upset with his owners and his front office, and he should advocate, hey, I want this. But unilaterally trying to determine like who their head coach is going to be, and I'm going to ask for a trade. I mean, J.J. Watt's been there the entire time. He arguably is their face of their franchise, and I mean, he's upset about things too. But
wasn't it J.J. Watt who told him he should ask for a trade?
No.
I thought that's what they.
JJ came up to Deshaun and said, "I understand I'm sorry for wasting another year." He did apologize to him.
Yeah, that's basically him telling him, "Go ahead, we wasting
pretty much, son. You're wasting your time playing here.
You wasting time with this girl. She ain't no good for you. Go on and get another one.
Especially if you try to holler at your homeboy, aka meaning the ownership pretty much traded your primary weapon.
No, the ownership didn't.
Well,
yeah, they traded.
When I say ownership, I mean like people go above you.
Well, I'll say this:
they let it happen.
Yeah, the ownership is idiotic to let Bill O'Brien have that much power.
So ownership let it happen.
But the thing is, the ownership is going through a kind of a weird struggle because their original owner is dead, Bob McNair. Rest in peace, Bob.
Yeah, really? Do we really want him to rest in peace?
Oh, never mind. I don't know.
No, that was Bud. I'm sorry. My bad. We don't like that guy.
Why don't we like Bud?
B names.
Bud was the guy that was just doubling the bird to Titans fans.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bob McNair, he's dead now, but his son, I think it's Cal. Cal McNair is running things, and I don't think Cal knows what he's doing. Listen, I get why Deshaun Watson wants out. That's a terrible. No head coach wants that job.
Yeah.
No one want. That's a head coaching job.
Just like nobody apparently wanted the Eagles job. That's why they hired this jabroni to be the coach.
Sarantino or Totino's.
Yeah, whatever they got this guy to do.
Destinos.
Yeah.
So like with the Texans organization, I really don't think that they want to play football right now. They just want to like play checkers.
They got chaos going on in Houston. You got the cheating scandal with the Rangers. You got this.
You mean Astros?
I'm sorry with the.
Yeah, you know what?
I'm sorry. Whoa.
The Rangers cheated a long time ago.
We'll never cheat. We don't need the results of that. But the Astros
anymore.
Okay. Well, you're going somewhere
Right.
I'm not trying to go right
Back
now.
to you.
They got as you see,
Texas
Rangers fan.
Nice shirt, sir.
Thank you.
Okay.
They got chaos in basketball now. Football. I was
Okay.
just asking, they got a hockey team because that would be in disarray too.
They don't. So I feel sorry for the strippers out there.
Oh,
Condolences.
you missed. There was a whole bunch of them in here in the studio.
They probably from Houston too. Just migrated on I-45 North. It's fine.
This room was filled with them just a few minutes
It's
ago.
a good thing I just got here.
And before anybody wants to say, how do you know they were strippers? They confirmed it just a few minutes ago when they were out there.
We called
They
them-
went down there. All of them said, I'm a
never
stripper.
mind. I was going to show you what's.
Well,
behind
we
you.
also have a special guest in
do.
the studio.
Oh,
we have
man,
multiple
look, wow.
special guests.
Whoa!
I can't brought that up because this guy Tovas brings everybody out. Because joining us in the studio on the show right now is Bernie Sanders. I didn't even know Bernie was coming here tonight.
How we doing, Mr. Sanders? How's it going back there?
Man, you look bundled up at that inauguration.
He's cold right here. Talk about you know everybody.
He changed shoes earlier. I saw him with some J's on. Looks like
I didn't
he got
know
a
Jerry
logo.
Springer's gonna be sitting behind me.
Oh, yeah, he's watching you tonight, just in case you get out of hand.
But no, he jumped.
Guest star.
Yeah.
Do you think that Deshaun Watson would get traded? Do you think they were going to do it actually?
They would do it pretty much to appease him.
Would you do it with Miami for Tua?
For Tua, yes, I would. I would do that, and here's why.
Young.
He's not disgruntled.
Yep.
You know, like I don't want to have an employee who pretty much knows the code to my safe, and he doesn't like me anymore. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like having a girlfriend who has the code to your phone and you're doing bad. You really don't want that situation because you already know it's going to end bad, bro. And so basically, if I'm Houston, I get out, I abort now, pretty much start anew.
Let's do it.
Even though you did pay him, it's good. That's money that you eat to get your fan base back because right now that city, like you said,
They need to throw JJ Watt in the trade too. Just
well,
start over.
That city is underwater, no pun intended. It was intended. Sorry, but
Why does everybody hate Houston?
you really,
Terrible city.
you really do want to rebuild right now.
Yeah, you might as
Get on
well.
it right now.
You might as well.
Abort while you can because if it gets worse, then I mean you'll lose more money if you don't do it now.
Here's the only way I would keep Deshaun Watson. What's the kid that played in the national championship?
Which one?
The receiver.
Oh,
Devontae Smith.
If you can tell me you can get him for Deshaun Watson, I'd keep him. But if
Not
not,
who's going to throw to? Who's going to throw to him?
no, I'm saying if the Houston saying they can get him in the draft, then I tell Deshaun Watson just sit tight because we got your playmaker coming.
So are we sure right now that Houston is top 3 in the draft? Because
I thought Houston was at least in the top 10.
Okay, but they're not top 3. Devontae Smith's going.
he's going 1, 2, or 3.
No, I've never seen
No.
receiver go.
I think
Did
he
you
really
see what
earned
that
a lot of
kid
money.
did?
I think he earned a lot of money in the championship game.
That was the most.
I thought the quarterbacks are going. I thought the first 2 quarterbacks are going to the top 2.
That's fine. Number 3, Devontae Smith then comes in there.
That high receiver that high?
Did you see what he did in the national championship?
It don't matter. But when's the last time receiver went
He
that
had
high?
more. He had more yards than the other team.
When this
Dez was like number 9 or something like that, number 6, something like that. It's not uncommon for a receiver to go that high.
Man, it's been a long time.
By the way, I said in that game and pretty much before that game that this dude may be ahead of a lot of receivers in the NFL to this day at this very point. I tweeted during the Alabama game that he was already better than CeeDee Lamb. So the dude has value. He's younger. He pretty much reminds me of like Amari Smith.
Here's the deal. At number 3, Miami's number 3. Miami needs a receiver.
Miami's number 3, so you trade if you're Houston.
And they got that from Houston, though. That
Yeah.
trade is from Houston.
Well, no, Miami won't make that trade because you would want Deshaun Watson because then Texans are going to be in the spot where we need.
I'm just saying they got the trade from Houston.
Miami's going to want more.
Yeah, and by the way, there are reports out.
That's who would take a receiver though.
Here's the thing: there are reports out of Miami that a lot of even the team and the players on the don't think that Tua is ready for the NFL because he doesn't understand open.
Ooh, Miami's in a good.
He thinks he's used to college open, NFL open for receivers is way different.
Okay.
And so that's why he is not really adjusted to. Now, this are recording reports. We don't know if they're true or not. We don't know. But if there's already some kind of indication, and look, Tua didn't have that much of a better season this year. He was okay, but he wasn't, what we thought he could be. I think that there's some indication maybe they would want to try to find another quarterback.
Who?
Miami.
Okay.
Move on from Tua.
Okay, well then your first 3 picks are quarterbacks.
Well, then there you go. Match.com.
Okay, next up after that is Atlanta. Does Atlanta need another receiver?
You know how Atlanta is.
Okay.
That's how they drafted receivers.
Then next is Cincinnati. Do they need a receiver?
They could. I mean, they got the young quarterbacks. So
next is Philly. Do they need a receiver?
They need a lot of things.
They need everything.
Okay.
And a quarterback.
Apparently. Detroit is after that, and then Carolina's after that.
They could get receivers.
Yeah,
So if I'm Houston, I'm going right to Miami today. And I'm going, hey.
Okay, well
they already made the trade, though. That's weird. They made the trade to get
I
there.
think it was off of another. I think when they got
something else.
Is it was it Laramie Tunsil?
Possibly.
Yeah, when they did that trade,
or even Mario Williams back in the day.
When they did that, no, it was when they did that Laramie Tunsil.
Here's the thing. I think Houston, no matter what they do, they're going to get fucked right now. I think the best thing for their organization to do is just go with it and just keep Deshaun Watson. He already signed the contract. He's already there. Might as well just try to upgrade your roster and try to make him happy now.
Whoever's at number 3 between Houston and Miami, they taking your guy, Devontae Smith.
But that's not the issue. The issue is Deshaun Watson has a problem with who their head coach is going to be. And one thing is, and I'm glad Houston did it. I can't pronounce his name. Can you give me the Kansas City offense coordinator? Bellamy?
Eric Bieniemy.
Bieniemy.
He didn't want that.
He interviewed. I mean, they did an interview, and that's great. Now, of course, he for some reason
that would keep Deshaun Watson though.
That's the guy he wants. Mm-hmm. He said, "I want this guy," and of course, they interviewed him. Now, by the way, that's the only job he's been interviewed for, which is kind of a shame.
That's the only one he interviewed.
A lot of gray
I know
hair.
nobody wants.
They don't look like him.
Nobody wants to hire Eric Bieniemy. Apparently,
I wonder why.
Well, what other jobs is there for him though?
There were plenty of jobs.
I think the Houston.
There's a lot of.
But the only job he wants is the Houston Texans job.
He didn't say that.
Okay, well, he can interview for all these other jobs, can't he?
They have to ask for him, Walt. You can't just go, "Hey, can I interview?" No, it's not like.
Oh yeah, because he's still with the Chiefs, so they're still playing right now, right?
Walt, you do realize what's going on with Eric Bieniemy, right?
No, I understand. You missing on what I'm saying. Okay. You're right. They do have to ask for him because he's with the Chiefs right now, right? No. And the Chiefs are still playing.
Even let's say if he was just a normal guy, right? If the Chiefs weren't playing, right? The teams have to be interested in him. It's not like Eric Bieniemy goes, "Hey, can I interview for your Dallas Cowboys head coaching job?" No, they have to ask for it. He has to be wanted. He's not being wanted. There were several head coaches.
Did they ask for Marvin Lewis when the Cowboys?
Cowboys did it.
That's what I said. The Cowboys, did they ask for him, or did he just?
No, Cowboys asked for it.
Oh, okay.
Plus, you got to abide by the Rooney Rule.
Yeah, and Eric Bieniemy has had there were so many jobs openings this year and last year, and people are beginning to wonder why Eric Bieniemy does not have it. I mean, he leads one of the top offenses in the league for almost three straight years now. They are number one. They're like the tops. Patrick Mahomes is killing it, and people are wondering why does this guy not get a head coaching job? And the Eagles guy, right? Nick Sirianni, whatever. I just looked it up and I still messed up his name.
Tomato.
Right. Well, this guy is the random. He is the random guy. That's what he is. He's a random guy. He was Doug Peterson's heir. Okay, that's what he was. And yet, for some reason, they didn't even acknowledge that they want to bring in Eric Bieniemy. If they had hired Eric Bieniemy, I would have been fucking scared of my boots about the Eagles. Because you know what they would have done. They would have dominated with, what's his name? Jalen Hurts.
How do you feel about Deshaun Watson for Dak Prescott conversation that's been going on around here?
What are we doing?
Yeah, what are we doing? This is Cowboys Nation. This is Cowboys Nation.
Where's the discussion coming from?
Social media.
Okay.
Of course.
All right, so just a whole bunch of people with itchy Twitter fingers.
Yep.
Just throwing spaghetti against the wall and hoping it sticks.
Yeah.
No. I'm not getting my sources from them. I'm not getting my ideas from them. I don't understand what the hell they're talking about. They're basically playing Tecmo Bowl with their phones.
It's kind of like EA used to play 2K with the NBA.
Yeah.
And then the NBA actually turned into 2K because you got like
No, because nobody's been when you were trying to like get Klay Thompson every 5 seconds.
You were trying to get Klay Thompson to every single
but
team.
Miami had Chris Bosh, Dwayne Wade.
You were acting
LeBron.
like the league operated with that no trade or the forced trade button.
Wall was trying to get Klay Thompson to Duke Blue Devils.
No, I was trying to get him on
Like,
Dallas.
man, what the hell are you doing?
I was trying to get him to the Mavericks.
He's trying to get him to UNC.
I was trying to get him to the Mavericks. Is what
Oh,
I'm trying to do. Which they still need to get him today.
What I think about the whole Deshaun and Dak thing is it's never going to happen. I don't think the Cowboys. First of all, it couldn't happen right now because he's not under contract with the Cowboys anymore, so really couldn't do that.
Who that?
Yeah,
Technically, he's not.
yeah, he's technically not under contract, so you couldn't really technically trade him.
He would have to sign the what's the name first before you could trade him.
Franchise
Right?
tag.
Which I wouldn't if I'm Dak. I wouldn't do it.
And I don't think it would work that way. Even on a 1
You'd
year
have
deal.
to. It had to like sign a trade.
Yeah.
Right?
I hope Andy Dalton's
Well,
ready.
not sign a trade. You had to get a deal done first and then trade him.
I hope Andy Dalton's ready. That's all I'm gonna say.
Oh, who?
about that.
Oh no, he's not with the team. He's going to test the market.
So he's a free agent too. So the
Yeah.
Cowboys technically don't have a quarterback right
They
now.
do.
Except
Ben DiNucci.
Except DiNucci.
The Hoochie.
All right. So okay, cool.
They're gonna get a deal done.
It's okay. So I mean, you better make your deal fast because right now, Dak's stock is continuously going up.
Well, what we're hoping for is that Lamar Jackson will come in with a deal now, and we can just skyrocket up now.
you want Lamar Jackson to get a deal?
Yeah.
Pre Dak, so that quarterbacks before him can continuously set the market for my guy to get 200 plus.
Yeah. And that's what you're on record saying he's getting 200.
I've been on record saying 200,
200 plus.
Oh,
What
yeah.
Tovash said.
He's
Lamar gonna
guaranteed money.
Fully
Guaranteed, 200 million.
Does Lamar get
3-year deal?
I don't care.
Does Lamar get an endorsement from Depends if he gets that?
I don't get that. I don't.
Don't worry about it, man. Listen. Just forget about that.
Oh, I got it.
Just forget about that because we need to segue. Okay, we've taken care of our sports obligations for the night now. Shout out to Bernie for joining us here in this last segment. I've been boasting about this on Facebook. We're about to bring hip hop back right now. It's been lost. It's a lost art. You know, the rap game been missing something, but hip hop is lost too. But we got somebody in here who is a hip hop artist. I love hip hop. We're gonna bring him up next. It's exciting. He's a good friend of Tovash's. I love his music. We're gonna play actually a clip of his video right here. He's a barber also. Yeah. Yes, the first one.
Little production. Right?
Welcome to the show, Cat.
Oh, shots fired at Wall.
Shot fired at the person that runs it.
That's
Runs
not
the whole
true.
show.
We set it up before the show started.
Okay.
We did, but I
okay.
thought it was when he already come on.
No.
He was
That's the break. That's what the break is.